With training camp right around the corner, could the Minnesota Vikings use some more depth up front on the offensive line or basically anywhere on the team, right? We talked about yesterday adding more depth to the cornerback room, trying to bring back Duke Shelley, a fan favorite here just a couple years ago. But what if we looked at the offensive line, right? You can always use more depth up front. It doesn't hurt because if you lose one of those guys, it's really hard to find a solid backup or at least somebody that has the chemistry with the team already, with the offensive line at this point in time, or with the scheme and stuff like that. Well, there's one guy that's still on the market, and it makes a little bit of sense, especially if you look at the money aspect of it, and he would be a phenomenal backup, offensive lineman, if you will. I don't want to give it away, but I know it's right down here. So let's get right into it. Before we do, shout out to our affiliate partners at Green Gridiron. If you want one of these mini helmets, the link for that is posted in the comment section. It's also in the description. Use that or hit that link. Use the promo code MINSYN, MINSYN, at checkout to receive a discount on your purchase. They have NFL helmets, so if you don't want a Vikings helmet for some reason or this specific kind of Vikings helmet, that's okay. They have all the NFL helmets. They have all college helmets, so if you don't want an NFL team, maybe you're a Tennessee Volunteer fan or a Georgia Bulldog or Alabama Crimson Tide, they have those as well, and they also have fully customizable helmets too. So if that's something that's right up your alley and you want it, hit that link in the comment section or the description. Use the promo code MINSYN, MINSYN, at checkout. So let's get into it. Somehow, Dalton Risner remains unsigned. He's a free agent. The starting level lineman isn't bound for the Hall of Fame, but he's capable of keeping a quarterback upright. Generally speaking, NFL teams are willing to hand over money to players who can protect the passer, but Risner has yet again encountered what appears to be a tepid, I believe is how you say that, market for his services. Now, I look at that and I say, somehow he remains unsigned. Now, remember 2 years ago, he was kind of in the same situation where he was a free agent and there really wasn't a big market for him. And the Minnesota Vikings, I want to say it was halfway through the season, or at least we played a couple games already. Maybe it was the preseason, whatever the case was. But he was a free agent. We decided to bring him in. He performed exceptionally well. Then last year was the same situation. Are we going to bring Dalton Risner in? What's going to happen with Dalton Risner? Yada, yada, yada. We talked about it quite a bit, right? And towards the end, I want to say towards the end of the offseason, right before training camp, boom, the Minnesota Vikings re-signed Dalton Risner. It turned out to be a fantastic pickup because he played a lot of ball for us, and he was actually very solid on the offensive line. I have no qualms, if you will, with him. Nothing wrong to say about the guy. So last year, he did, like I said, really well with where he posted a 68.1 grade for his 611 snaps on offense. He finished off as PFF's, or Pro Football Focus's, 22nd best guard. I believe that was out of like 77 guards in the National Football League or something like that. So not bad. That's pretty darn good, especially when you look at it and there's two guards a team. 32 times 2 is 64. So he's up there in the top third of the starting offensive guards. I'd say that's pretty solid. Now, a quick look under the hood points towards someone more capable of helping the passing game than the running game. He earned a beefy 76.1 grade for his pass protection, but an underwhelming 58.8 grade as a run blocker. Now, that goes back to what we talked about every time we've signed him, was that shout out Gage Madrid of Broncos Syndicate. He basically said, look, he's a great pass protector. He's very consistent, but the only thing he lacks or is not good at is against the stunts. So that a lot of that has to do with the run game, right? Now, a team that really leans on the passing game may therefore be more interested in the veteran lineman, which I think it's safe to say with the receivers we have, we'd probably be in the market for someone like that, especially as a backup. Now, Dalton Risner plays with excellent energy, working until the whistle is blown, proving capable of jumping into the right guard spot, something he did for the first time last season while replacing Ed Ingram, thank goodness, and that increases his value as well. Consecutive years have involved the guard playing for modest money. Dalton Risner commanded a $2.6 million cap charge in 2023. In 2024, the number shrunk down to $2.4 million. So He might be affordable. Seeing him get a boatload more than those numbers would qualify as a bit of a surprise, given that the offseason is soon to get into training camp and the preseason. So, Dalton Risner, still a free agent. We could always use the depth on the offensive line, right? I believe Blake Brandles our other backup offensive guard or something like that, or whatever I believe that's who it is. Because we have Donovan Jackson and Will Freeze as our guards, our starting guards at this point. But what happens if Donovan Jackson just isn't good? Like that's a very real possibility. Well, then Blake Brandel has to step in. Is he an actual guy out there where Dalton Risner actually started over him last year? Like there's just a whole bunch to look at. And Minnesota has the money to sign Dalton Risner, especially if he does ask for $2.4 million again, or even like in 2023, 2.6, 2.7. I think Minnesota would be willing to shell that money out to bring Dalton Risner back in, who knows the system, who's been under Kevin O'Connell. Like it would just be perfect. I would say yes, go bring him in because the depth, we always need it. He's a reliable starter, but I believe he is a top tier backup guard that if somebody just isn't performing well or gets hurt, it would be perfect to put him in that into the starting lineup, especially if he's not that expensive. So Minnesota should go take a chance. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much appreciated. Have a great rest of your night, folks, and Skull Vikes.